So many parents want to know what to look for when they think their child has a learning disability. So, the next couple of videos, I'm going to go over some of the things to look for a student that might have a specific learning disability. So, first of all, and by far the most common, is a reading learning disability, which typically people think of as dyslexia, which is true technically, depending on the nature of the reading disability. So, a reading learning disability, specifically dyslexia, is a word level reading disability, which means the student struggles to read the words. This usually does not have much to do with comprehension, but comprehension can be a side effect. Usually they just struggle to sound the words out, to turn them into sight words. They're slow labored readers. So, what we want to watch for when we are talking about dyslexia is a student who does struggle to sound the words out. They're struggling to be able to break the words apart. Multisyllabic words, they're struggling to decode and use the strategies that they usually would to be able to do that. We also look at students that do not have a strong sight word vocabulary. So they're not taking those words that they're reading and turn them into sight words, which is really going to impact not only their spelling, but their reading fluency. They're going to be slow labored readers, and it's every word they're coming to, they're having to sound it out. Can you imagine if every single word that you come to, you have to sound out, even because you don't have any of those sight words in your vocabulary? So that's one of those things that we definitely want to watch for. And a lot of times parents will find this out because they will be reading with their student and they'll show them a word and they'll say, this word is whatever. And then the next page, that word pops up again and they haven't internalized it. Then again and again and again. And they're never internalizing the sight word into their brain. So they need that to not only be able to read fluently, but also to spell. You have to have that picture in your brain to be able to spell and to be able to be a fluent reader. So really, that is what dyslexia, what a reading learning disability looks like when you're dealing with the basic reading side of things. So that is one of those things that you want to look for. The best thing you can do is when you see students who are struggling is to give them a systematic program that builds on itself, that's really focused on those three areas. When a student has all of those areas, they really have reading challenges. And if you're struggling to be able to figure out what's going on with your kid, really the best way to start is with an evaluation, because otherwise you're kind of like just throw in interventions and hoping that one of them sticks. So an evaluation will give you a really firm foundation for where you need to target so that you can make sure that you're pinpointing exactly the need. So that is dyslexia. More to come on the other learning disabilities that we encounter.